Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmalitam Jena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapada Kamala Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathan Pitam Tam Satsivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lolita Sri Visakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagat Pate Gopi Sai Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Staptakam Chana Gaurangi Ade Vrindavaneshwari Visamama Sute Devi Pranamami Adi Priya Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sundivya Vacha Patitanam Pavanivyo Vaishnavivyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Kantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5. Chapter 5. Lord Sabdev's teachings to his 100 sons. Continue from text 14. Text 14. Karma sayam hridagranti bandham. Karma sayam hridaya granti bandham. Avidyaya stiritam apramatam. Avidyaya saditam apramatam. Anena yogana jatopadesam. Anena yogana jatopadesam. Samya vyapohyo paramita yogat. Samya vyapohyo paramita yogat. Karma sayam hridaya granti baddham. Avidyaya saditam apramatam. Anena yogana jatopadesham. Samya vipohyo paramita yogat. Karma asayam, the desire for fruitive activities. Hridaya granti, the knot in the heart. Bandham, bondage. Avidya, because of ignorance. Asaditam, brought about. Apramata, not being covered by ignorance or illusion. Means very careful. Anena, by this. Yogena, practice of yoga. Kata upadesham, as advised. Samyak, completely. Vyopohya, becoming free from. Uparameta, one should desist. Yogat, from the practice of yoga, the means of liberation. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. As I have advised you, my dear sons, you should act accordingly. Be very careful. By this means, you will be freed from the ignorance of the desire for fruitive activity, and the knot of bondage in the heart will be completely severed. For further advancement, you should also give up the means. That is, you should not become attached to the process of liberation itself. Please repeat the translation. As I have advised you, my dear sons, you should act accordingly. Be very careful. By this means, you'll be freed from the ignorance of the desire for fruitive activity. And the knot of bondage in the heart will be completely severed. For further advancement, you should also give up the means. That is, you should not become attached to the process of liberation itself. Very powerful. Powerful. Is it powerful? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. A responsible son or responsible children or responsible disciples should act according to the instruction of the Father or the Guru. Responsible children, responsible disciples should act according to the instructions of the father or the guru. Not otherwise. First of all, the father has the interest of the children in the heart. The father has the interest of the children in the heart. The same way the spiritual master have the interest of the disciples in the heart. Therefore, giving them advice is for their good. That is the way the teacher or the father expresses his love for the children. Perfect guidance. A good doctor should treat the patient completely, not leaving anything behind. That's a good doctor. Completely. Reserve is doing just that. This is what Reserve is doing. Karma Sayam Hridaya Granti Bandam. The knot of sense gratification that is tightening the heart very tight is maintained by desire to gratify the senses. And it is due to ignorance, avidya. It is due to ignorance. To remove ignorance, knowledge is required. Knowledge is required to remove ignorance. So, the Guru gives knowledge. It's a Divya Gyan, right? Divya Gyan. That knowledge will act according to the potency of the Guru and the fertile nature of the disciples. If the disciples are ripe, they will be more affected. And if the Guru is potent, it will have more effect. So naturally, the Guru should influence the disciples' life. A powerful Guru must influence the life of the disciples. That we have seen throughout history. Narada Muni influenced his disciples. We have seen Prabhupada influence his disciples also. This influence. So both the Guru and disciples be bona fide. Both. If there is discrepancy either from the Guru or from a disciple, this miracle will not take place. So both must be bona fide. Krishna is bona fide. Arjuna is bona fide. Miracle. Sukadev Goswami, bona fide. Parikshit Maharaj, bona fide. Miracle. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, bona fide. Rupa Sanatana Goswami, bona fide. Miracle. That is the system or the process which we have been seeing from time. So both must be bona fide. Then we'll see this experience. So Lord David is speaking. As I have advised you many times from the previous verses, now you should follow it exactly as I'm telling you. Don't speculate. Don't bring in your own understanding. Just follow it. If you want to become a first-class disciple, from the beginning, we should follow without changing anything. If we want to become a first-class disciple, just follow exactly. Do not change anything. If you want to become first class, only when we become first class, that means we have become empowered. Then we can interpret the statement of the Guru. In the beginning, we should follow. Lord David said, my dear son, please follow exactly as I have told you. And be very careful. Be very, very careful not to mix anything with the instruction I have given you. In Barugeta location, they tell John, Tachiru means what? Hear me. Arjun is not listening? Arjun is not listening to Krishna? He's listening. Why Krishna is saying, Tachiru? Give attention. It should be with me. It should be connected so that the message will be passed down. In the message, the blessing is there. In the message, the blessing is there. The potency is there. Only those who have ears will experience it. Those who do not have the ears will not get it. So you see disciples who will speculate on the instructions of the spiritual master, and you see disciples who carry it on their head. The instructions were given the same time, the same, not separately, but you will get it differently, depending on our level of consciousness. Be very careful. Be very, very careful. Because the instruction I have given to you, if you follow it very carefully, you'll be free from ignorance or the desire for fruitive activity. This is the purpose of the instruction. It is meant for our liberation. And the knot of bondage in the heart will be completely destroyed. Destroyed. Nasayami atma bhavastu gyana dipana bhashwata. Nasayami means what? Destroy. Yes, destroy. What is that? Ignorance. Ignorance is destroyed. By this instruction, ignorance is destroyed. Furthermore, for further advancement, you should also give up the means. You should give up the means. That is, you should not become attached to the process of liberation itself. Prabhupada said, the process of liberation is Brahma Jigyasa, the search for the absolute truth. Generally, Brahma Jigyasa is called neti, the process by which one analyzes existence to search for the absolute truth. This method continues as long as one is not situated in his spiritual life. Understand? Knowledge is required to search for God. Knowledge is required. This knowledge should lead us to bhakti. If we use only knowledge and remain in knowledge, we are jnanis, not bhaktas. Knowledge should lead us to bhakti. That would make us bhaktas. So Rishabh said, the process of approaching Krishna is by knowledge, but this knowledge should be given up when one attains the stage of pure love for Krishna. It doesn't mean one should become ignorant. It means that one should not remain on the path of Gyan. Gyan should lead us to bhakti. It will show us how to do bhakti. When one is situated on bhakti, Lusavde said, now you should give up that process because it is no more useful. It's no more useful. Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Payojita. Janayati Asiu, Bhairagam, Gyanam Chayam, and Haitukam. The part of Vasudeva produces knowledge. And one is understood to have knowledge when he is renounced. A person who has knowledge must be renounced. A person who has knowledge not attached, that's the sign of knowledge. One is not attached, and one is very humble. It's a purity that makes one very humble. Gyan will not make someone who will make us proud. If one has refined knowledge, one becomes very humble, very humble, naturally humble. So, Prophet said, this method continues as long as one is not situated in his spiritual life. Spiritual life is Brahma Bhuta, the self-realized stage. In the words of Bhagavad Gita, 1854, Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma na sochati na kankshati sama servisu bhutishu madbatim labati param. So Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma is not complete. Prasanatma, yes, Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma. There is pleasure when one transcends the gross sense gratification. There is pleasure in it. There is pleasure. Because it helps one not to lament or hanker for anything. Then one becomes equal to everything. Becoming equal to everything, it is still the product of knowledge. One is not a bhakta. One becomes a bhakta. Mad bhaktim labati param. This is the beginning of bhakti. This is the beginning of bhakti. Pure devotion begins from here. Mad bhaktim labati param. Sarabhut. Sarvapadi vinid muktam tad parana mirinamam. Risike in his case, sevana, bhakti, chate. That is bhakti. This is bhakti. This is bhakti. At this stage, one's devotional activities give pleasure to Krishna. Therefore, it's not about being a Brahmavadi. The Brahmavadi. Neti. not this, not that. What is it? What is it? If it's not this way, not that, then what is it? Nothing? Zero? Nobody enjoy zero. Zero is not. Zero means you have nothing. You have nothing. That is zero. And as a teacher, would you like your student to have zero? No. No, you want all your students to have 100%. It's a pride for a teacher. You know, none of my students fails my class. That is me. What? Because I know how to teach. That's a pride. No, so nobody will expect a student to have zero. We don't want zero. We want substance, a reality, something we can identify with. Because we are persons, we want persons to enjoy it. One who is thus transcendentally situated at once realizes the supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments nor desires to have anything. Not having desire, personalism. Personalism. Not bhakti. The soul can never be without desire because desire is part of the soul. So for a devotee, no desire means no material desire, which Lord David is teaching. No material desire, because they make the heart very hard. The heart very hard means what? There is no bhakti. Because bhakti is like butter. Bhakti is butter. And Krishna is known as butter thief, not a rock. Krishna doesn't steal rocks. He steals only butter. Butter, very soft, very delicate. And if you put butter in the mouth, you don't need to, it will just sand your tongue. Sand your tongue. It's swallowed, easily swallowable. Yes. That is bhakti. Easily swallowable. Can you make srikan? Can you give us srikan? Who's going to give us some srikan? Srikan is easily swallowable. Yes, that is Bhagavatam. That is Bhagavatam. That's bhakti. Easily swallowable. Can easily, you don't just put it in the mouth, it will disappear. But you nourish the body. It will nourish the body very nicely. Or simple, wonderful. You know how to make simple, wonderful. Simple, wonderful. Simple, wonderful. You just put it in the mouth. It will? Yes. Just go down. That's Bhagavatam. That's bhakti for Krishna. So Krishna and devotees become one in interest because the heart is melting. It's not rock. That's Krishna consciousness. So this state, Brahman becomes fully joyful. He never laments nor hankers to have anything. A stone also does not lament. It doesn't hanker for anything. Is it not? Stone. Does it lament or hanker for anything? If you hit to the ground, will it lament? It's too painful. No. So what is that? You don't need this. Beyond this, bhakti. Beyond this is Bhakti. One come to the stage of Bhakti. He is equally disposed to every living entity. In that state, he attains a pure devotional service unto me. We are on the process of developing love for Krishna. And when that love is developed, when the pure love for Krishna is developed, what happened? Anya bila sita sunyam gyana karmadi ana britam. Ana britam. Gyan is thrown out. Karma is thrown out. Yoga, thrown out. Everything that goes with it are all thrown out. Only pure bhakti, exclusive devotion remain. For exclusive devotion to take full position of our heart, we need the knowledge to understand why one should take to bhakti. Why should I take to bhakti? Why should I become a devotee? Why should I give up my sanctification? I'm enjoying it, right? When Prema told me the other day, they said that immediate pleasure. Yes. And one devotee asked me, why are you talking about these things? Pure love of God, you are talking, I don't know about it. Why should I give up this one that I have? Why should I give up this? I say, yes. Ignorance. This is what Risau David is talking. You read it, I guarantee, but down. Avidya ya asaditan apramata. We are attracted to this because of ignorance. And Prabhupada said, net of in a series of panels, because we are not aware of the perfect arrangement Krishna arranged in the spiritual world. That is why we are attached to things in the material world here. If we know what is there, nobody will attract it here. Nothing here will attract it. Yesterday we were analyzing it carefully. Nobody would attract it here. After all, what are we struggling for? It is that we are struggling for, but we don't know about it. So we're thinking that this is it. Love that's the question. Asatire sota korimoni, nitai pota pashoria. Asatire sota korimoni. Asatire. We are very attached to temporal things, that which is not eternal. And we are forgetting nitai pada, which is the real thing, the real shelter. We are giving up the real thing to pursue that which is temporal, which will not give anyone satisfaction. The self-service is what? Avidya. It is ignorance. Yes, Rupa Goswami said, all of us are suffering in this material world due to ignorance. We don't know what is happening. So why should I give up what I have now? Yes, we should give it up because what we have now, it is a perverted so-called pleasure. Perverted. Perverted means shadow. Nobody can enjoy a shadow of a food. Okay? You give you plastic banana. You will enjoy it. It's beautiful. Sometimes you put it in the back of the car. Beautiful bananas. Fresh one. One day we were visiting one devotee's house. So the corridor before you enter the house, they put a bunch of plastic grapes. Fresh one. Big bunch of it. Huge. They were hanging there and dancing. So when I got there, I stopped. And the devotees were following me. So I pushed one corner. I said, let us fix on this. Let's enjoy this. This is a very nice grapes here. Let's feast on it. And nobody ate it. Even very fresh. But nobody ate it. Why? It is plastics. It is not grapes. So material world is like that. Plastic, grapes. So we cannot enjoy it. Let us go for the real, fresh, organic grapes. Yes, it will also make us fresh. The idea is to enter into the para bhakti, the transcendental devotional service of the Supreme Lord. To attain this, one must realize one's existence. But when one is actually engaged in devotional service, he should not bother seeking out knowledge. By simply engaging in devotional service, undeviatingly, avyabhicharana. The word is avyabhicharana. Avyabhicharana means what? Undeviatingly. No deviation, no fall down, no break. Devotional service should be practiced without recreation, no break, without a fall down. Undeviatingly, that's the word. Then it will take us to the next stage. Saguna Samaita Taitan, Brahmabuya Kalpate. To promote us there, Krishna is teaching. Mam Chayu Avyabi Charina. Krishna said the same thing. Avyabi Charini. This is chapter 14. Chapter 13, the same thing. Avyabi Charini. The same. And the sloka we were referring to yesterday. Yes. Not the 8th one, the last one. The 12th one. Avyabichar. No, 12. No, the 11th one. The 11th. Yes, the 11th one. Avyabicharini. Avyabicharini. Our practice should be Avyabicarana, steady. Steady. Even in the material world, steadiness is required. What will happen to your business if you go to office 2 o'clock and next week before you go? If you go 4 p.m. in the evening, what will happen to that business? It will close down. But if one is very steady, you are steady and there in office at time and close on time, you get customers because people will get to understand, oh, this shop has a certain material which I need, and people will come in there. If you come there, the shop is locked. If you come there, the shop is locked. If you come there, the shop is locked. They will give up. They will look for somewhere else. Right? So steadiness is required. And there is a slogan also like that. Slow, steady, win the race. Not today, 64 rounds. Tomorrow, 12. Next tomorrow, 4. And then 0. One cannot become perfect by this. Steadiness is required. So, undeviatingly, Avyabicarana is required. It is necessary to transcend the mode of nature, to become successful in Christian consciousness. Even materially, we need to be steady in practice. Steady in practice. And one who is steady in practice, whatever may be our faults, misgivings, steady process have the potency to correct all of them. Padma Purana. One who is chanting offensively should continue chanting steadily without stopping. If one does this, the potency of the name will rise above the offenses or completely uproot it and reveal the result of chanting. This is Christian Prema. Continuous chanting without a break is the solution. No break. So proper selective very appropriate word, undeviatingly. Very important. The unflinching execution of devotional service is itself Brahmabhuta. Why? Why is that? Because the process is so powerful that Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, the last verse, the last sentence, the last purport, last sentence, the purport. Chapter 4, last verse, last sentence, the last purport, last sentence. Last verse, last sentence of the purport.
One who understands this is a liberated person from the very beginning of his study of Bhagavad.
Very good. Make sense? One who understands this is what? Is? One who understands this is what? Liberated person. Liberated person. Right from the very beginning. Right from the beginning. Means what? It's just a question of time. All those unnecessary things will be removed, thrown away. And the real thing will come out. That is the potency of this Bhakti Yoga. This is the potency. The potency is tested and proved. It is factual. Therefore, Lord Krishna in 11 cantos said, because I established the process of Bhakti, it will never fail. Everyone becomes successful if you continue. Unflinching execution of devotional service is in itself a Brahmabhuta stage. Because it will do what is necessary and bring out what we are looking for. The perfection will come. Another important feature in this connection is Anena Yogana Jato Padesham. The instructions received from the spiritual master must be followed immediately. Immediately. They are fire. The instruction of a spiritual master is fire that will burn off all impurities. Completely. Completely. It is fire. One should not deviate from or surpass the instructions of the spiritual master. One should not be simply intent on consulting books, but should simultaneously execute the spiritual master's order. Jato Padesham. Mystic power should be achieved to enable one to give out the material conception. But when one actually engages in devotional service, one does not need to practice the mystic yoga system. There are certain things which are the means to the end, but not the end. But there are certain things which are both the means and the end. Chanting of the holy name is the means and the end. Bhakti yoga is the means and the end. Not that we are going to give it up at the stage. Worshipping deity is both the means and the end. These are absolute processes. They are both the means and the end. The point is that one can give up the practice of yoga, but devotional service cannot be given up. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.10. Admarama samunayo nirganta api urukrame kurvanti adhaitu kim bhaktim itam bhuta gundo hari. In Chaitanya Chaitanya how use the whole chapter to explain this. The whole chapter to explain this one slok. A whole chapter to explain this one, this slok. He explained it 9 times to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, 61 times to Sanatana Goswami, a whole chapter in the whole Bhagavad, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, a whole chapter. This slok. There's so many. Each word, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained in different ways, in details. Even on the process of explaining one word, he will expand it and divide it into 2 and keep explaining. This is how deep this process is. Very deep. Because it is very, very deep. Not everybody will have the strength to swim to the bottom of an ocean. No person can swim to the bottom of the ocean. Therefore, we need an expert swimmer. That is the spiritual master who can lead us down there. He does that by his instructions. And the faithful disciples who follow that. Prabhupada said immediately, not twisting it, not changing it, not doing it as I like. The other day we were explaining, we should not impose our feeling to the spiritual master, but it should be influenced. You should allow the spiritual master to influence our life. Not imposing our feelings to Guru, thinking that we know better. Even those who are liberated, Marama, must always engage in devotional service. One may give, and also, yes, Bishma Chakrabarti Thakure, he also expanded on this word, Admarama. A whole book, Prema Samput, is a whole book about this one word. Prema Samput. A whole book about this. You can see how deep this process is. You read it? Prema Samput. You don't like to enjoy. You don't like to enjoy. It's any chapati you want to eat. You eat chapati. Continue. Don't worry. Continue. You forget Prema Samput. If you want Prema Samput, give up chapati and rice and dal. That is how you enter into that realm. One may give up the practice of yoga when one is self-realized, but at no stage can one give up devotional service. Because devotional service, it is part of the soul. It's part of the soul. Devotional service is part of the soul. Desire is part of the soul. Pure love of Godhead is part of the soul. The opposite of that is lust. That is why you see everyone is tormented by lust, because it is the opposite of pure love of Godhead. So if you want to control it, you develop pure love of Godhead. That's the way to do it. That's the process. All other services, all other activities for self-realization, including yoga and philosophical speculation, may be given up, but devotional service must be retained at all times. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any comments, questions? Yes.
Guruji, you mentioned about steadiness.
Yes.
So, like sometimes it happens that we make our timetable, we plan for the day, and then some things come. It comes every day, and it will come like some small things which we have to do in that our timetable. So we don't know how it will come or not. So it comes like spontaneous. So at that time, like what should be because our priorities are timetable and that is the secondary thing, but we have to do that also. So how to balance that?
Thank you. Thank you. The problem with us is that ignorance. We don't know what is happening. That's our problem. Devotees are thinking that Maya is coming from Bombay. Maya is not here. She's coming from Bombay. So I'll wait when Maya comes. It's a big mistake we're making. We should stop this. Maya is always present. Always present. Not coming from anywhere. It's present. So when we plan for something, we should know Maya will test how serious you are. Maya is not a bad person. It's our helper. Is it not? Examiner is a bad person in the school. Examiner. Huh? Why you come to check my papers? Why you want to check my papers? I have written everything nicely. Why you want to check? Everything is correct. That is your own. The examiner will check. Why you want to check? Yes, it's my duty to check what you have done. That is Maya. You're not a bad person. Just like a criminal doesn't like police, but the government pay the police salary. Right? They get big money. A criminal will not like. The government will pay police big money, big salary. Even if they don't do anything, they will get salary. Provided they put on the uniform. They will get salary. So we may not like Maya, but that is our own problem. It is we are not careful. We are not serious. We are not serious. We are not careful. Ruler Self David mentioned here, be very careful of what? Maya. The instruction I have given to you, Maya is going to come and tell you, don't do it today, do it tomorrow. And it will come like that. Yes, I have 1,000 things to do today, so no problem, I will do it tomorrow. Maya, it's okay. You fail. And it will go like that for lifetimes. Maya is laughing. You're not serious, a candidate. That is what is going on. Yes, this instruction Guru gave to you. Now they have a language. They say it is a tall order. Tall order is taller than me. So Guru didn't know that I am not as tall as this order. He just gave it to me. So keep it one side until when your height is up to the tall order, then you can execute it. You understand? Maya. So I have made my timetable. I'm going to read Bhagavatam. 5 p.m. is my reading time. right? You prepared it and paste it on your, where? In your bedroom. Paste it there. You're going to stay in a bedroom throughout the whole day? No. You're going to go other places. So you carry your paper with you. It's in the bedroom. But you are outside. And then you are there, traffic will hold you. You're going to come 7 p.m. What will happen to your reading that day? Tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes? Before you know, it's forgotten. People do this every year, new resolutions. New resolution is only one day, January 1st. Some people, they try maybe 3 days. Even the 3 days, not the same quality. You know, it's a different quality. Then it's forgotten. The next year again, New Year resolution. You make New Year resolution for a lifetime and not resolution. It's being achieved. Therefore, Lord we should be careful. How careful should we be? We should be careful that I am not independent. I am not free. Therefore, I should be very careful all the time. As I'm going out, I should take my Bhagavatam with me so that on traffic I will read. You get it? Not waiting for 5 p.m. We are not independent. Making that is okay, but to walk through it, we should know we are not independent. Therefore, we should be prepared all the time. Take the Bhagavatam with you wherever you're going. Or it is on your cell phone. It's the best way to use a cell phone. So you're stuck somewhere. You know, yes, it's my time for reading. You open it and read. Maya will take you. Oh, this girl is... Yes, pass. When you see that you pass this one, tomorrow, it's your mother who is going to engage you. Right? Very important. Scripture said you should honor the mother and father. Right? So mothers engage you. Honor your father and your mother. It's what Bhagavad said. Now says engage you. You're not going to finish it by 5 p.m. What to do? While you are going to purchase whatever it is, take your Bhagavatam. Anywhere you go, take your Bhagavatam with you. Any space you have, don't wait till 5 p.m. Don't wait until 5. It is not rigid that it must only be 5 p.m. And if I pass 5 p.m., then today is past. It will continue to pass. 1 year has passed. Nothing has done. Nothing has been done. We should be prepared. Should always be prepared for anything. Always. This is the only way we can succeed. We should be prepared always. Don't go anywhere without your book. So apply that principle to anything else you want to do. To our japa, to our hearing. My hearing time is 2 p.m. To 2 p.m. You are traveling, the car broke down on the way. You are there, stuck on the way, trying to fix it. My spiritual master is a perfect example for this. Rupa Goswami said, one of the qualities you see with the pure devotee is what? He does not waste time. The Gurudev is perfect. You'll never see him with idle for anything. No spare time. You see the beggar books he wrote? Some of them he wrote in the car we're traveling. We're traveling one day, we left Lagos to the next city. It takes, by car, it takes 3 hours. And the road is good, it's 3 hours. But that day we spent the whole day till night because the car broke down on the way. We have to, as soon as the car broke down, fortunately it was the roadside mechanics were there. As he got down from the car and discovered the car needs some repair, his portfolio contains everything. His paper, everything is inside. So he came out, he got a place, he sat down there, he was writing. He cannot get him. He can't get him. He is prepared for everything anytime. Anytime. He knows what to do at any given time. They don't, oh, no. Any situation, he knows how to arrest it. So he told me, whenever you're organizing anything, as you're planning positively, you should plan negatively. Don't plan only positive. You won't succeed. So if we want to succeed, we should plan our Christian consciousness. I have been repeating this. Prabhupada said, mold their life in such a way that will remain Krishna conscious 24 hours. We should not just make it a philosophy. It should be practical. Always prepare ourselves. If this happens, what should I do? Suppose I have a breakdown on the way, what should I do? Make arrangement for that. That is the way. It makes sense? So don't just make your timetable and think that we have done it. It is just the beginning. Now the journey will start. He said, now the journey will start. How you're going to execute it is, yes, that's the journey. Not preparing. The preparing is okay, it's okay. How will you execute it is very important. So in this way, we are always ready. If this happens, I will do like this. If you go this way, I will go that way. It's always ready. Get prepared. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.